Hello friends, today we'll start with our exercise number 3.4 in 10th standard NCERT textbook. We have already completed the half of the exercise. Now it's time for the word problems of that exercise 3.4. Before starting with the word problems, it's a reminder, please, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel and click that bell icon to get notified whenever I post a new video. Today's topic, elimination method of solving a pair of linear equations, and we have to solve only the word problems of exercise number 3.4. So let us start with the first one. If we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1. I hope I have made this clear in the video of substitution reaction of word problems, that I will be giving you the equations. Now you have to solve by yourself because I have taught elimination method in my previous video. So I am again repeating the question. If we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1. It becomes 1 by 2 if we add 1 to the denominator. What is the fraction? Now the question is, what is the fraction? So let the fraction be x upon y. Let the fraction be x upon y. Now the first case is, if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1. Therefore, if 1 is added to the numerator, it will become x plus 1. Divide by 1 is subtracted from the denominator, so y minus 1. The fraction reduces to 1. The fraction reduces to 1 means that is equals to 1. I am multiplying this y minus 1 on the right hand side. Therefore, x plus 1 will be equals to y minus 1. For elimination method, we already know that x and y should be on the same side of the equal to sign. So I am taking this y on the left hand side and this one I am taking on the right hand side. You may take this minus 1 also on the other side, that is also correct. So it depends totally upon you which number to transposition. Okay. So x minus y, I am taking this 1 on this side. So minus 1, which is already there, and this plus 1 will also become minus 1. So now x minus y equals to minus 2. This is my first equation. Second is, the fraction becomes 1 by 2 if we add only 1 to the denominator. Means we do not do anything to the numerator. So x upon y plus 1. This is my second equation. 1 is added to the denominator. The fraction becomes 1 by 2. The fraction becomes 1 by 2. This 2 will get multiplied with x. This y plus 1 will get multiplied over here. So 2x equals to y plus 1. Taking y on the left hand side. So 2x minus y equals to 1. Now for elimination, we already know that, see these are my two equations. Focus on your two equations. First step, what should we focus? If the sign, the variable, see we have kept the variables on the left hand side. So that is that, if you will not check that, we already did that. So if you want to check, you can check that all the variables are on the left hand side and the constant is on the same side of equal to sign, that is on the right hand side. Now whether you want to add or subtract, or you want to multiply an equation with any number or not. So as you can see, y and y, they both have same coefficient 1 and both are negative. So better option is to not to multiply any of the equation with any number, just subtract equation 1 and 2. Why I am telling you to subtract? Because y is having same sign. So if you subtract them, one of the sign will change, y will get eliminated and you will feel able to find x. After finding x, substitute the value of x in y and you will get y also. हिंदी में समझाया था थोड़ा. हमको ये दो इक्वेशन जो मिली है, क्वेश्चन को हिंदी में समझिए कि एक फ्रैक्शन है, फ्रैक्शन की वैल्यू 1 हो जाती है जब उसके न्यूमरेटर में 1 ऐड किया जाता है और डिनोमिनेटर में से 1 सब्ट्रैक्ट किया जाता है. तो उससे हमको ये इक्वेशन मिली. सेकेंड इक्वेशन है कि अगर सिर्फ डिनोमिनेटर में 1 ऐड किया जाए, न्यूमरेटर में कुछ भी ना किया जाए, तो फ्रैक्शन बन जाएगा 1/2. उससे हमको ये इक्वेशन मिली. अब इन दोनों इक्वेशंस को एलिमिनेशन से सॉल्व करने के लिए पहले ये चेक कीजिए कोई ऐसा वेरिएबल है जिसके कोएफिशिएंट्स सेम है. तो y के कोएफिशिएंट सेम थे. डोंट सी द साइन राइट नाउ, साइन देखने का टाइम बाद में आएगा, अभी सिर्फ कोएफिशिएंट्स देखिए. तो x का कोएफिशिएंट फर्स्ट इक्वेशन में 1 था, दूसरे इक्वेशन में 2 था, और y का कोएफिशिएंट 1 था और 1 था दोनों इक्वेशन में. तो अब ये तो समझ आ गया कि वी हैव टू फोकस ऑन y. अगर किसी का कोएफिशिएंट सेम नहीं होता तो वापस से मैं रिवाइज करा रहा हूं, तो फिर आपको किसी एक इक्वेशन को मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ता है. और इसी इक्वेशन में अगर आप फर्स्ट इक्वेशन को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो भी चलेगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे 2x है. तो अगर आपको x एलिमिनेट करना है तो फर्स्ट इक्वेशन को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कीजिए. अगर आपको y को एलिमिनेट करना है तो किसी भी इक्वेशन को किसी से मल्टीप्लाई करने की जरूरत नहीं है. सो द बेटर ऑप्शन इज नॉट टू मल्टीप्लाई एनी इक्वेशन विद एनी नंबर. अब देखिए y के आगे दोनों का साइन नेगेटिव है. मैंने कल लास्ट वीडियो में समझाया था कि आप जब भी किसी दो वेरिएबल्स के साइन सेम होंगे तो हमको सब्ट्रैक्ट करना होता है. तो सब्ट्रैक्ट करके आप इसका आंसर निकाल लीजिएगा. आई एम प्रोसीडिंग टूवर्ड्स सम नंबर 2. जो सम मुझे लगेगा कि समझाने लायक है मैं उसको पूरा डिटेल में समझाऊंगा, वरना मैं इक्वेशंस दे दूंगा, आपको खुद सॉल्व करनी है. द सम्स विच आई थिंक इज डिफिकल्ट इनफ टू सॉल्व, आई विल सॉल्व them by myself, otherwise I will be giving them as a homework. Also in first question, the question is what is a fraction. So after finding the value of x and y, don't forget to write the value of fraction, that is x upon y. Don't forget to write the value of fraction, that is x by y. For example, if your x comes out to be 2 and y comes out to be 5, so your final answer will be 2 by 5. Don't forget to write 2 by 5. Sorry. Second question. 5 years ago, Nuri was thrice as old as Sonu. 10 years later, Nuri will be twice as old as Sonu. How old are Nuri and Sonu? The question itself says that we have to find the age of Nuri and Sonu. So let ages of Nuri and Sonu be x and y respectively. The age of Nuri and Sonu have taken x and y respectively. The question is 5 years ago, मतलब 5 साल पहले. So 5 years ago. What was 5 years ago? What was the age of Nuri 5 years ago? Age of Nuri would be x minus 5 years. See, your current age is 14 or 15 years. If someone asks you to find the age, your age 5 years ago, so what you will do, you will subtract your age minus 5, and then the answer what you will get, that will be your age of 5 years ago. Similarly, if the present age of Nuri is x, 5 years ago the age would be x minus 5, and age of Sonu will be y minus 5. Now 5 years ago Nuri was 3 times old as Sonu. So x minus 5 equals to 3 times y minus 5. X minus 5 will be equals to 3 minus y minus 5. Opening the brackets, x minus 5 equals to 3y minus 15. Now I am taking 3y on the left hand side and this 5 on the right hand side. So x minus 3y equals to minus 15 plus 5. The x minus 3y minus 15 plus 5. 5 will become positive because on the left hand side it was negative. Now x minus 3y on the left hand side, on the right hand side, left hand side it was x minus 3y, on the right hand side minus 15 plus 5. Minus 15 plus 5 will make it minus 10. This is my first equation. Second equation says that the form 10 years later, 10 years later. If they're talking about 10 years later, so age of Noori will be x plus 10 years. Age of Sonu would be y plus 10 years. This will be the age of Noori and Sonu respectively. Noori will be twice as age of Sonu. Therefore, x plus 10 will be 2 times y plus 10. X plus 10 will be 2 times y plus 10. Again opening the brackets, x plus 10 equals to 2y plus 20. I am taking 2y on the left hand side and this 10 on the right hand side. So x minus 2y equals to 20 minus 10. So x minus 2y equals to 10. This is my second equation. Again you got two equations. Now see, in this case x is having same coefficient 1, and so we have to focus on x. Second, x is having same sign, both are positive, so we have to subtract these two equations. If you subtract directly without multiplying these equations, x will get eliminated. अच्छा, अगर आपको y को eliminate करना है तो can you see the coefficient of y is 3 in the first equation and 2 in the second equation. I am neglecting the sign because negative sign हमको बाद में काम लगेगा जब हमको ये डिक्लेयर करना पड़ेगा कि उसको ऐड करना है कि सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है. अभी फिलहाल हमको ये पता लगाना है कि जो वेरिएबल दिए हुए हैं उनके कोएफिशिएंट सेम है कि नहीं. अगर सेम नहीं है तो सेम कैसे करने हैं. तो y का कोएफिशिएंट 3 है और फर्स्ट इक्वेशन में और सेकेंड इक्वेशन में y का कोएफिशिएंट 2 है. तो अगर मुझे उनको सेम करना होता तो मैं फर्स्ट इक्वेशन को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करता और सेकेंड इक्वेशन को 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करता बाय द एलसीएम ऑफ 2 and 3. तो उससे y के कोएफिशिएंट सेम हो जाते. अब y के कोएफिशिएंट सेम करने के बाद मैं साइन चेक करता. दोनों इक्वेशन में y नेगेटिव है. अगर सेम साइन होते हैं तो वी टेक सब्ट्रैक्शन. ओके, बेटर ऑप्शन x को लीजिए क्योंकि x का कोएफिशिएंट सेम है तो दोनों इक्वेशन को मल्टीप्लाई किसी से नहीं करना पड़ेगा. डायरेक्टली फाइंड द आंसर बाय सब्ट्रैक्टिंग द इक्वेशन. आफ्टर फाइंडिंग y, substitute the value of y in any one of the equation, you will get x. Third question. The sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. There is a 2-digit number. Also, 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Find the number. Now the basic concept is, I want to explain this to you. Whenever this sum has to be explained in the basic manner, means from the starting, after obtaining the equations it will be very easy. But basically what I have to teach you is, whenever they have given you a 2-digit number, a 2-digit number वो भी वेरिएबल के फॉर्म में, तो कैसे पता चलेगा 2-digit नंबर को वेरिएबल के फॉर्म में कैसे लिख सकते हैं. तो उसके लिए यहाँ पे जो मैं एग्जांपल दिखा रहा हूँ उस पर ध्यान दीजिएगा. सपोज I am writing over here in this corner, please focus on this corner. Suppose I am giving you 36 number. This 36 can be, see, we know how to pronounce this 2-digit number 36, but if I tell you write any 2-digit number in variable form, if you write xy, it is not good. Why? Because for us xy means x into y. So we have learnt xy, that is x into y. How can our mind will digest the thing that xy is a denotion of 2-digit number? So we cannot use xy as a 2-digit number. So what is another method to use a 2-digit number? So if 36, I am coming back to my example, 36 can be written as 30 plus 6, or 30 can be written as 3 multiplied by 10 and 6 as it is. What I am doing is, the number which is on the unit place, I am writing it as it is. The number which is on the tens place, I am multiplying it with 10, and we are adding these two, will get the answer 2-digit number. Suppose there is a 3-digit number 136, so that 1 will get multiplied with 100. So 1 into 100 plus 3 into 10 plus 6. See the place value of the number, just multiply with that place value and you will get your answer. Now, if the 2-digit number I want to write in x and y, and I think that y is on the units place and x is on the tens place. If y is on the units place, I will write y. If x is on the tens place, I will write 10x. So my 2-digit number becomes 10x plus y, where y is on the ones place and x is on the tens place. So coming back to my question, the question is the sum of the digits of 2-digit number. So if the word comes in the question 2-digit number, so your first statement should always be let the 2-digit number be 10x plus y. This should be your first statement whenever they have given you a sum on 2-digit number. So let the 2-digit number be 10x plus y. Now the sum of the digits, if 10x plus y is my 2-digit number, the digits will be x and y. We have explained it earlier. So sum of the digits is 9. Therefore, x plus y equals to 9. This is my first equation. Also, 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. 9 times this number. So 9 multiplied by 10x plus y is matlab equal to, is twice the number obtained by reversing the digits. Twice means 2 times the number obtained by reversing the digits. So if I reverse the digits, so 10x plus y, 36 का क्या हो जाएगा 63. ऐसे ही 10x plus y का क्या हो जाएगा 10y plus x. 9 times this number is equals to twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Find the number. So you got this first equation. Now open the brackets over here. 90x plus 9y equals to 20y plus 2x. I am taking both over that side. So it will be 90x minus 2x plus 9y minus 20y equals to 0. Solving this will be 88x minus 11y equals to 0. x के दोनों को मैं सब्ट्रैक्ट किया, y के दोनों को सब्ट्रैक्ट किया, पर y के सब्ट्रैक्शन में बड़ा नंबर 20 था, इसलिए उसका माइनस साइन आ गया. 11 is common, so 8x minus y equals to 0. So 8x minus y equals to 0. This y will go on the right hand side, it will get divided. This is my second equation. Now the first equation is x plus y equals to 9. Second equation is 8x minus y equal to 9. Focus on the variable y. Y is having same coefficient, that is 1. And the sign of y is different in both the equations. If the sign of y, one is positive, one is negative, then we know that we have to add these two equations. I am solving this equation for you. Adding equation number 1 and 2. If we add equation number 1 and 2, so my first equation after adding this will be x plus y equals to 9, and the second equation will be 8x minus y equals to 0. We are adding it. So if we are adding it, what we know that we don't have to change the signs. This y will cancel out. X plus 8x will be 9x equals to 9 plus 0 is 9. This 9 will get divided over here. So x will be equals to 1. Substituting value of x in, I can substitute in any one of the equation. I am substituting in first equation. In equation number 1, so 1 plus y equals to 9. This 1 will go on that side, so y will be equals to 8. This is not your final answer. Therefore, 2-digit number is x is on the tens place, y on the ones place. The 2-digit number is 18. The 2-digit number is 18 because our x came out to 1 and y was 8. Fourth question. Meena went to a bank to withdraw. Very important question. Please mark it very important. Meena went to a bank to withdraw 2000 rupees. She is withdrawing money 2000 rupees. She asked the cashier to give her 50 and 100 rupees note only. मजाक के तौर पे देखा जाए तो इस लेडी को, मीना को पता था कि भारत सरकार डीमोनेटाइजेशन करने वाली है. 500,000 के नोट लेने का कोई फायदा नहीं है. 50-100 के लो जो बंद नहीं होने वाले. ओके, सो 50-100 rupees note only. मीना got 25 notes in all. टोटल नंबर ऑफ नोट्स कितने थे? 25. Find how many notes of ₹50 and ₹100 she received. तो जो क्वेश्चन होता है हम उसको x और y ले लेते हैं. Let number of notes of ₹50 equals to x and number of notes of ₹100 equals to y. 50 रुपए के नोट थे x, 100 रुपए के नोट थे y. टोटल नोट दिए हुए 25. तो 50 रुपए के नोट प्लस 100 रुपए के नोट, टोटल नोट हुए 25. दिस इज माई फर्स्ट इक्वेशन. नाउ टोटल अमाउंट दी हुई है आपको 2000 रुपये. 2000 रुपये 50 और 100 के मिला के होने चाहिए. अगर एक नोट की वैल्यू 50 रुपये है और ऐसे टोटल x नोट्स हैं तो वैल्यू ऑफ ₹50 नोट्स will be 50x. This is in rupees. This is not number of notes. X is number of notes. 50x क्या है? उन सारे नोट की टोटल वैल्यू कितनी होगी? अगर एक नोट 50 रुपए का है तो x नोट कितने होंगे? 50x का. सिमिलरली वैल्यू ऑफ ₹100 नोट्स विल बी ₹100y, क्योंकि एक नोट की वैल्यू y रुपीज है तो 100 नोट्स की वैल्यू 100y होगी. अब ये जो वैल्यू है और ये वैल्यू, इन दोनों वैल्यूज को मैं अगर ऐड करूंगा तो टोटल 2000 रुपये बनेंगे क्योंकि 2000 रुपये बैंक ने उसने विड्रॉ किए. Therefore 50x plus 100y equals to 200. Sorry, 2000. As you can see 50 is common. So 50 तीनों में से कॉमन निकलना चाहिए, वरना कॉमन निकालने का कोई फायदा नहीं होता. तो यहाँ हो जाएगा x plus 2y equals to 2000. This 50 will go on the right hand side, get divided. So x plus 2y equals to 2000 divided by 50. 1s are 40s are. So x plus 2y equals to 40. This is my second equation. This is not second equation. This is my second equation. As you can see in both the equation, the coefficient of x is same. So no need to multiply any equation with any number. And the coefficients, the sign of x in both the equation is same. In both the equation x is positive. So directly subtract these two equations. You will get first you will get y, and after getting y, substituting the value of y in any one of the equation, you will get value of x. Fifth question. A lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional for each day thereafter. Sarita paid 27 for a book kept for 7 days, while Susi paid ₹21 for the book she kept for 5 days. Find the fixed charge and the charge for each extra day. Let fixed charge, जो पूछा होता है उसको हम वेरिएबल ले लेते हैं ₹x, and charge per day, right here extra charge per day will be equals to y. This is per day, don't forget this is per day, and x is fixed, it is for 3 days. अगर 3 दिन के लिए होता तो सिर्फ x अमाउंट पे करनी पड़ती, पर जैसे ही चौथा दिन आया, मतलब एक एक्स्ट्रा दिन आया, तो वो एक एक्स्ट्रा दिन का y रुपये भरना पड़ेगा. तो अगर 5 दिन है तो x तो है ही, प्लस 2 ही दिन एक्स्ट्रा है, तो y 5 दिन के लिए नहीं लगेगा, y सिर्फ 2 दिन के लिए लगेगा. ओके, सो फॉर फर्स्ट केस फॉर सरिता, नंबर ऑफ डेज कितने लिए इसने, नंबर ऑफ डेज जितने इसने किताब रखी दैट इज 7. Therefore, this is fixed charge for 3 days. या फिर पहले लिख लो नंबर ऑफ एक्स्ट्रा डेज. एक्स्ट्रा डेज कितने हुए, कितने दिन एक्स्ट्रा उसने बुक रखी, 7 माइनस 3. 3 दिन को नहीं गिनना है, थर्ड दिन के बाद चौथे दिन को एक्स्ट्रा मानना है, तो दैट इज 4 एक्स्ट्रा डेज. Therefore, x plus 4y will be equals to 27. This is the first equation. 4 ही दिन एक्स्ट्रा थे, x तो फिक्स चार्ज है पहले 3 दिनों का, 4 दिन एक्स्ट्रा, हर एक दिन का चार्ज y रुपए, तो 4y, और टोटल उसने पे किए 27 रुपीज. सेकेंड कौन है, सेकेंड है सुसी. उसने कितने नंबर ऑफ डेज रखे, उसने रखे 5 डेज. तो नंबर ऑफ एक्स्ट्रा डेज कितने होंगे, 5 minus 3 that is 2. Therefore, x plus 2y is equals to 21. The second equation. Again, you can see the coefficient of x is same in both the equation. No need to multiply any equation, but the sign of x is same in both the equations, so we have to subtract it. So hopefully you understood the elimination word problems also today. Do subscribe my channel again. So if you have any doubt, please leave the doubt in the comment section. I will get back to it as soon as possible. Thank you.